YouTube family? Well, we got to talk about the ballistics involving the takeoff situations, and it starts with the autopsy. I really believe that's gonna make and break this case whichever way it goes, but it's gonna solve it to the best degree for closure, because what we know is Patrick Clark has been caught and arrested, and they're saying he's the shooter. But a lot of people is like, a lot of things not making sense, because little Cam is also in trouble for the situation. But the thing is, Cam is not in trouble the for pulling the trigger that shot him. They're just saying he's culpable for having a weapon there, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to contribute the death to him too later on, as you see this thing, you feel me, gets cleared out. But the thing is, if it's Patrick and he's the actual killer, what did the ballistic report shows as far as the rounds that penetrated inside Takeoff's body? Did all 2 or 3 of them match, or did one of them differ from each other? That's very important. Before we get started, I need y'all to do one stuff for the family. I need you guys to hit that like button. That's right, share this video. Salute to the I Smoke Hip Hop Nation. I am your host, DJ Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Salute to Pesh Mayweather. Go salute to homie's YouTube channel and follow him. One love to the platform. Man, we gotta keep this thing going. We just seen Jay Prince respond to this situation as well. And Jay Prince, before I play the goon that was hit up, Jay Prince said, I started out as a nobody and became somebody in front of everybody, and I give all glory to God, who did it without consulting anybody. So you can see he's going kind of deep on that right there. No sugar coating it, you know what I mean? Mr. Prince is just telling you what it was from his side. Now, with this here, we know different rounds went off during the situation of Takeoff. And when you look at the pictures here, you see up close that it's showing that Cam had it, but you don't get to see the other ones who have it. Only like 2 other people it was shown. But, you know, cops only called them persons of interest, meaning they're not suspects, because there ain't no video showing any of them shooting the guns. It is not illegal to have a weapon in Texas. That's where a lot of bloggers and people fell short, because they were going crazy when they seen a lot of people with weapons there, and they're saying, this is the killer, that's the one, is it? And I'm trying to look at them like, hey, fall back a little bit. That's not the case at all. You got to actually get somebody in action doing it. But a lot of people want questions about the ballistics. To what standards do the detectives have it? Like, what are you seeing it as? One shooter or multiple shooters? We do know we heard several gunshots echoing and ricocheting. So it's not just one weapon that went off. It was multiple weapons going off. That ain't snitching. That ain't nothing. If you know weapons, you heard it on the TMZ video that was played. So being that it was multiple weapons, not just the ballistics that's inside Takeoff's body, you know what I mean? What about the ballistics that was on the ground, on the floor? Even though we know Texas is stand your ground, did they pick up those ballistics and were able to trace them, match them? We know dudes keep guns, majority allegedly, to throw it away, so we're not going to get into that part. It's easy to not find nothing just because you found the fragments or the rounds on the floor, the casings or whatever. But with this, it's like it matters, because the Patrick Clark situation is kind of suspect. The autopsy report, like, let's read it again. The Harris County Medical Examiner lists Takeoff's primary cause of death as penetrating gunshot wounds of head and torso into arm. It appears the office has concluded its investigation, as they also, you feel me, Takeoff's body is ready for pickup for funeral services. So right there, that gave you chills as far as, okay, it's multiple rounds, basically 2 rounds that entered his body, one from the torso and went out the arm. So can they find that, you feel me, ballistic that has bloods and all that? Because I know nobody picked that one up. So out of all the ballistics, I thought it was 2 inside his body, but it sounded like 1 left his body, you know what I mean, went in and left out through the arm. But the other one in his head they got. Can they match it with any of the other ballistics on the ground? Because you can't just say it's one person gun that did it. That's not enough. What proof did you give us that we could be satisfied and listen to that? It's a lot of fishy things going on in this case that don't sit right with a lot of people, especially the ones they want to blame so we can look at it as so. I don't know about that. We look at the Johnny Dang video. It's a lot of people that was around, you know, man looking bright, alive. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would have just been standing through next to an enemy without suspecting who that individual is already. So even if it was an accident or not, mistake, I want to know, as far as when it comes to the ballistic reports, can they show without a doubt that it just came from one shooter? And how did they get Patrick? Because if they had Patrick a long time ago, they could have been arrested him. Why wasn't he arrested before? Because there are multiple cameras inside the 810 billards. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting back and I'm looking at it. I have to clearly go with somebody just snitched on the entire thing. And not only that, are they giving other culpability to other people involved? That's what we're waiting for, because the autopsy was everything that we needed to see to conclude that looked like multiple shots went there that day. And even if it is the gunman, other people was firing as well. What are they going to call that? Self-defense? What's going to go on? So this is why people don't feel closure was served. They feel like nothing really happened in this trial and case, and it's just a lot of hoopla, spin the block. And I'm gonna show you my let's go to that night and watch the video. I just want to show you guys. Here we go. See what I mean? Hang on, I'm gonna rewind it for you. Let me rewind it for you right quick. You don't really see how it was just one person. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people there. It's a lot of people there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot to just let people be happy, comfortable that it's only one man. You guys can confirm that did the actual. You know what I mean? People's looking at this one like, is he the fall guy or not? Little Cam is in a world of F situations too, because you got people, we're not going to play the firing part, but you got people who are saying that Little Cam is now flipping. He's telling, I'm not putting that jacket on him, but I'm telling you what they're saying based on his attorney. This is factual. Attorney said some spooky stuff, making people feel like, all right, maybe he flipped, because the fact that they got Patrick Day at well over a month and a week, or a month and 2 weeks after Takeoff death, and now that's when they get him. A lot of things ain't adding up. I'll just say over a month, not a month and 2 weeks, only a month after Takeoff has been killed. Now you got Little Cam situation here, then Patrick Day. It's just too much going on with this situation. I don't know, man. Maybe y'all can make it make sense with me or for me, but we're looking for the ballistics of this situation. A lot of things ain't adding up. The autopsy or whatever in ballistics, when it comes back, because they asked the attorney, did you see what's going on with it? He said they haven't told him anything about it yet. That's what he's waiting for. Let me see if I can play that one right quick, because he definitely was waiting for the ballistics report to come out. Hang on for me right quick, y'all. All right, here we go.
Good. Can you spell your first and last name and tell us who you are, please?
Christopher Downey, D-O-W-N-E-Y.
Where he's in the video carrying a gun. Is that where you
Understanding as well that it's based on a witness's observation that
is out on bond or probation on other cases?
yes,
Kind of explain that.
Mr. Had no bond because it's alleged to have committed an offense while on. I have nothing.
Was he playing dice?
Again, I haven't seen anything to suggest that Cameron Joshua had anything to do with the shooting, that he discharged a firearm that caused his death or was even involved in it. Snake, the bottom line is they're wrong. Cam wants a bond, he wants to get Tuesday.
Does the gun he was carrying match anything at the scene? Have the police told you anything about ballistics?
I'm not familiar with anything associated with the ballistics. That hasn't been made available to me. But he has the opportunity to discuss.
Pay attention.
Does the gun he was carrying match anything at the scene? Have police told you anything about ballistics?
I'm not familiar with anything associated with the ballistics. That hasn't been made available to me.
When's the next court date?
He's saying the ballistic hasn't been made available to him, so he can't speak on the ballistic situations, but we're going to keep you covered on updates on all this entire situation. I just need this I Smoke Hip Hop Nation to do us one favor and smash that like button and hit that notification bell. Thank you for rocking out with the I Smoke Hip Hop Live movement. I am your host, DJ Bless One. Love your family, love your kids, stay blessed. I can't tell you to stay dangerous if you're staying safe already. Blessing to the kings and the queens.